If you had $50,000 invested right now, you'd already be wealthier than 3 out of 4 American households. That's not a guess. That's official Federal Reserve data. 75% of Americans will never have $50,000 saved or invested in their entire lives. Not because they don't earn enough, but because they don't realize it's the line between freedom and living paycheck to paycheck. 50,000 isn't a dream number. It's the survival line. Below it, one unexpected expense can wreck your budget. Above it, you finally have a cushion that protects you from debt and panic. At that point, you stop borrowing to fix problems and start solving them with your own money. You stop chasing every paycheck and start building real financial momentum. Most people could reach 50,000 within a few years, but they never do, because nobody tells them this is where money finally starts earning more than effort. Today, we're breaking down why this number matters more than any big financial goal, the math behind it, the habits that lead to it, and the step-by-step system to get there faster than traditional advice ever suggests. And hey, if this kind of real-world money talk sounds like your thing, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Let's start with a simple fact. Most Americans aren't even close to this point. According to the Federal Reserve's latest data, the median household net worth in the United States is around $200,000, but that number includes home equity, cars, furniture, and even personal items. When we look only at liquid or investable assets, the story changes completely. The median American has about $8,000 in savings, and roughly 40% of households can't cover a 3-month emergency with cash alone. That means if the car breaks down or a medical bill appears, many people go straight into debt. And once you start relying on credit cards or personal loans, interest starts growing on your debt instead of on your savings. Every dollar you owe grows quietly in the background while your savings shrink. This is the trap that keeps millions of people from ever getting ahead. Now imagine the opposite. Instead of paying interest every month, you start collecting it. Instead of watching debt grow, you watch your balance grow. That's the quiet shift that begins once your investments reach $50,000. Let's stay realistic. The stock market doesn't give 10% every year. Some years it grows by 20%. Other years it drops by 15%. But over time, the S&P 500 has delivered an average annual return of about 8 to 10% before inflation, or around 6 to 7% after adjusting for it. If you invest $50,000 in a broad index fund, earning roughly 7% a year, your money doubles about every 10 years through compound growth. In 20 years, that becomes $200,000. In 30 years, around $400,000. And that happens even if you never add another dollar. This isn't magic or luck. It's just simple math and patience. Each year, your gains start earning their own gains. And that steady acceleration is what builds real wealth over time. Reaching your first $50,000 is not about motivation. It's about behavior. You can't get there without building habits most people never develop. You've already learned to spend less than you earn, to delay unnecessary upgrades, and to invest on a schedule instead of by emotion. Those habits matter more than the number itself, because once they exist, your progress speeds up automatically. You don't have to think about saving anymore. It just happens by default. You start seeing every dollar as a tool, not just something to spend. At this stage, money starts creating stability. Small emergencies stop turning into debt. You can plan ahead, make better decisions, and take opportunities without fear. That stability is what real financial confidence looks like. Not luxury, but control. The hardest part of building wealth is the start. Getting from zero to your first 10,000 feels impossible. You cut expenses, skip dinners out, and progress feels painfully slow. But once you hit 50,000, the snowball finally starts rolling.